Okay, here's the first trial run of my pocket knife. I built this thing from the ground up. Liners, spring, blade, everything. Tried this before and it's I failed miserably. So we'll see. I forgot to cut a nail nick in it before I heat treated it, so it might close, but I might not be able to get it back open. We'll see. Here's hoping the spring doesn't break. So far so good. She needs a little adjustment. You gotta grind the kick down a little bit so the tip will go down a little bit more so I can get it open. A little bit of adjustment there. If I don't destroy this in the rest of the making process, I'll do an update on this and show you how it turned out. Okay, I had to redo the liners again. That makes the third set. Trying to get this all to work and fit it up is a nightmare. I got a huge admiration for guys who do this sort of work. But it's got good snap and seems to work all right, so that's like a huge thing for me, the fact that it even works. Here's where I am in this process so far. Getting fairly close to finishing this thing. I still got to clean up the blade and contour the handles and stuff, but I also got a lot of fit up that needs to be refined. It's pretty rough opening and closing, so I need to refine that some too. Okay, here it is in all its glory, if you want to call it that, I guess. It's extremely rough, I guess is the nice way to put it. Really, it's terrible. It looks alright, but there's just got lots of problems. The spring stands proud on back. It's difficult to open because I don't have the lock mechanism really well. I don't know how I'm gonna open this thing without cutting my fingers off whenever I go to sharpen it. It's got some wobble. The lockup isn't good right here. It's thick. The back spring and blade don't form a nice line. It's kind of dipped right there. It's like I say, it's got a lot of problems. It's ugly as sin, but I'm pretty proud of this thing. Not because of the way it looks or operates, but because it's actually in one piece. It actually does work. Doesn't work well, but it does work. Yeah, I'm not a measurements and numbers sort of guy. I'm a more of an eyeball sort of guy, and pocket knives take a lot of measurements and stuff that I'm just not good at. And so this is a pretty big accomplishment for me in the knife making into things. I'm pretty proud of actually having a working folder that I made from the ground up. And I'm not saying all these bad things about the folder and my lack of ability in making folders, to fish for compliments or have a pity party. I'm telling you that it's the truth. I appreciate a lot of you nice people out there saying, hey, don't be so rough on yourself. This isn't being rough on myself. This is just reality. The good thing is that I learned a lot on this project. I learned a lot of things not to do, a lot of things to do differently. So it's not a failure at all in that aspect. So I'm gonna try to sharpen this thing and see if I can keep from cutting my fingers off opening it, and I'm gonna try to use it a little bit, see what happens. Alright, here we go. And this spring might plus in half. This is one thing I wanted to test more than anything was my spring temper, to see if I have it right. That was dogwood. Hardest wood in Missouri, actually. Flowering dogwood. This is pine, kind of a 2x2. Okay, now for the big test. See if I can open it without cutting my fingers off. Did it. I'm happy. Okay, so there it is, the first folder that I ever made. I do want to say that the only thing that I didn't make was this pocket clip. It's a titanium pocket clip. That's beyond my ability, so I did buy that. So I did a few things right, a lot of things wrong, and this will be hopefully the first folder and of a few anyway. Not many, but when I have time to mess with them, I think it'd be fun. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.